Hey everyone, I'm Fred Tolan with INVISIO, and this is another in a series of online videos that will spotlight our tactical communication and hearing protection products, as well as provide tips and tricks for the users. In this episode, we'll be covering how to properly don the INVISIO X7 in-ear headset. If you're not aware of this headset, there is a video covering the X7 on this YouTube channel. Absolutely check it out for a more in-depth look at it. So before we can actually put on the X7 headset, we need to decide which silicone sleeve we want to use on the earpieces. These sleeves will make it much more comfortable to wear and help to keep it secured in your ear. If we look at the different options, we can see there are a couple versions with different sized ear wings. These ear wings tuck under the ridge in your ear and really lock it in. There's also a version that's just a silicone sleeve without any ear wings if you'd prefer. Once we've decided which sleeve we want to use, we just need to put them on the actual earpiece. So first thing I want to do is make sure I'm putting the proper sleeve on the appropriate earpiece, which we've made easier by engraving R on the right one and L on the left one. We'll start with the right one. If we look at the sleeve, it's got a large hole and a small hole. The large hole will fit around the whole earpiece housing, and the small hole will just go around the loudspeaker. So let's go ahead and put the right sleeve on the right earpiece. I just want to put the loudspeaker nozzle through both of the holes and pull the silicone sleeve around the X7 like this, making sure it's nice and flush with the edges of the earpiece. And there you have it. Now just repeat the process with the left earpiece. The next thing we need to do is choose our hearing protection tip option. We have foam tips that come in 6 different sizes, depending on the diameter and shape of your ear canal, as well as tri-flinged ear tips made with soft, durable, hypoallergenic polymer, which come in 3 different sizes. And lastly, we have the INVISIO custom fit version, which is based on a custom mold of your actual ear. This particular one is black in color, but they will also be available in beige. So I'm going to go ahead and choose the medium long size, as my ear canal is fairly straight and is about average diameter. In the end, we want you to have the most hearing protection in your ear as is comfortable without inhibiting comms. So to put these on the headset, I just need to get a firm grip on the tip and line it up with the loudspeaker. I then just apply some pressure towards the earpiece and it will snap on. I find it easiest to do this if I squeeze both sides of the tip as I apply the pressure. Don't be afraid to give it a little extra push, and I also like to give it a little tug to make sure it's seated. Now that I've chosen my sleeve and hearing protection tip, it's time to don the headset. For my purposes, and since I don't have a headset routed through my kit, I'm just going to wrap the whole thing around my neck. The first thing I want to do is find the appropriate earpiece. We'll start with the right one. Next, I want to make sure I compress the foam tip. If you're using tri-flange tips or the custom fit, you can skip this step, but if you're using foam tip, this is an important step and should not be skipped. So I'm compressing the full length of the tip. We don't want a cone shape. We want to compress it all the way down to the base. And within 5 seconds or so, I'm going to want to insert it into my ear. To make sure it gets deep into the ear canal, I'm going to want to reach around with the hand that isn't holding the earpiece and pull up and back on my ear. I find going over the head works best, and I want to pull up and back on the ear. This opens up the ear canal and allows the foam tip to get nice and deep in there. Once it's deep in the ear, these tips are body heat activated, so the foam will expand back to its original shape, creating a seal in the ear canal. If you're using tri-flange tips or custom fit, they'll be set as soon as they're in your ear. Next, as I've chosen to use one of the ear wing sleeves, which again I do recommend, I just need to put that little wing under the little ridge of my ear like this. And now I want to place the ear hook around the back of my ear, making sure it's nice and comfortable, and we're done. After it's done, make sure you adjust your cable adjustment slider so you can move your head in all directions without tugging on the headset. You're good to go. Now, depending on the environment you're in, it can take up to 90 seconds for the foam to fully expand, so make sure you have a good seal before any exposures to loud noise. And there you have it, a properly donned X7 in-the-ear headset. I hope you found this video helpful and informative. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to our website, and thank you for watching.